Happy holidays, everybody. It is the Christmas season. I'm Jennifer Moore. Welcome to the Sewing Report. We are indeed live, at least if you're watching this live. If you're watching the replay, it may not be live, but you can pretend it is. Anyways, welcome. Every week we get together and talk about everything sewing. So I decided, because it was Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas Eve, that I would try to be a little more festive. I was going to get some decorative bows, but I didn't end up doing that. And this is probably the lowest quality Santa hat that's ever been made. It was 99 cents. It was from Walmart. And, yeah. Doesn't really fit my head, but, I'm rocking it anyways. Maybe during this hour we can sing some public domain Christmas songs, so, YouTube doesn't demonetize this video. But, it's cool. I've got a sewing project going on in the back. So there's lots happening. Hopefully after this video I can get some more sewing done. But all my gifts are shipped out. This is actually just a non-holiday related gift for someone that I'm making. So welcome if you're watching. We're going to be talking in this episode about our sewing goals, what you want to do next year. Like, are you hoping to up your skills? Maybe cut down on the fabric stash? Obviously, clearly you know what my sewing goals are this year. It's to not buy any fabric, use what I have, continue to not buy any ready-to-wear clothing, and get more creative. Like, I really love sewing for the creativity. You can make anything you want. If you've got something in your head, you can try to execute it. So I've got some ideas that I would like to try, and hopefully I can get there. And I'm also thinking, if you haven't heard, CRAFTSY Unlimited is out now. And the price is actually the price is very reasonable. There's a link in the description box if you're interested. I think I might do it. Obviously, I've definitely bought more than $120 a year in CRAFTSY classes before. So this actually seems like a pretty good deal, and you get access to every single class they have. So if you're interested in CRAFTSY and you don't want to keep buying the a la carte classes, it's $14.99 per month, but if you pay for the year, it's actually $120 for the entire year. So folks, that equals $10 a month. So they've made it the same price as Netflix, which I think is a very smart move on CRAFTSY's part. $10 just seems pretty doable. And Amazon Prime is $99, so it's a pretty good deal, and it looks like you get free shipping on anything you order. And again, I'm not going to be ordering any fabric, but I think the last I checked, CRAFTSY still had a bunch of pretty reasonably priced notions. So maybe I'll check it out for that. Who knows? But anyways, if you're interested, there's a link below. I am a CRAFTSY affiliate, so if you do order anything through me, it does help me out a little bit. So thank you in advance. But this is something I might do. So I'm thinking I need to talk to James about it. But I think they have photography classes on it. Also, as I mentioned before, I have not done this yet, but I bought some ingredients, and I also have one of those Wilton cake decorating sets. I would like to start some cookie decorating. I think it looks like a lot of fun, so I might give it a shot. I might hate it, who knows, but CRAFTSY has quite a few cookie decorating classes, so for the same price, getting sewing classes, I can get access to lots of other things that I haven't done before. I think they also have woodworking classes, knitting classes, so I think if you're trying to up your creative art skills, CRAFTSY skills, obviously it's called CRAFTSY, that might be a good way to do it. So I am definitely thinking about it. So anyways, hopefully you guys are doing well this Sunday. And, yeah, I'm just hanging out. Clearly, I've got my A game on. I'm rocking my, this is actually a shirt I got at Sam's Club a while back. It was actually before I stopped buying clothes. This was last year. And pretty much every day I've been wearing my Hello Kitty PJ pants, and I have no regrets about that. So welcome if you are watching. I will pop up the chat window. We'll pop this up right now. We got a few folks watching here. Merry Christmas, everybody. We got Vic, Spin Doctor, and Goras. I like the name. Snow Bunny, Amber, Jamie. Hello, everyone. And Jamie was the one we shared last week. Her pictures with Santa at Joann's. And Snow Bunny. Hi from Delaware. Ellen. We've got Quinique? Kathleen from Atlanta. Okay, yes, I know who you are. I gotta get out for a few gifts and sew gifts tonight, and then I'm at work on my 9 to 5. All right, well, that sounds like a lot of fun. So anyways, I will, let's go over the poll results from last week. So last week I asked you guys, what's your favorite thing to sew in the winter? And an overwhelming majority said quilts, 40%. So 40% of you guys are really looking forward to quilts. 25% said loungewear. 15% said pajamas. We really like to keep it comfortable here. 10% said coats/jackets, and another 10% said dresses. So I think these polls are interesting because you get a good sense of what people are interested in and how people feel. So this week's question, if you are interested in participating, it's pretty easy. So up in your right hand of your screen over here, you should see a little eye. Click on the eye and you'll see some stuff open and you can take the poll question. This week's poll question, of course, is what is your sewing goal for 2018? So let me know how you answer. You are also welcome in the comments to let me know feel free to elaborate more about your sewing goals. So I figured we could talk about that this hour. I also have a couple things I wanted to share with you. So if you are into quilting, which clearly a lot of you watching are, the Modern Quilt Guild has a new book out called Modern Quilts, Designs of the New Century, where you can see lots of photos of really beautiful quilts. It was put together by the Modern Quilt Guild, and there's a link if you would like to purchase it below. I think it's like 20 bucks, so the price is pretty good, and you can get lots of inspiration for your quilting pursuits. So that is pretty awesome, and I'm interested in, like, the quilt on the cover is I really like what they've got going on with the design. The simple, like, I love that matchstick quilting. That's actually one of my favorite styles to see. Simple, but very impactful. And I think it really works for geometric shapes. And, yeah. So, and there's also something else I wanted you to share. So I'm friends with Brenda and Jason. They own Pink Castle Fabrics, which is a physical quilt shop, and they also sell fabric and sewing machines online. So Brenda and Jason are doing something for 2018. A lot of people like making, like as you saw in that quilt right there, like a lot of people like sewing with solid fabric. So Brenda and Jason are doing this new like monthly club where it's called the Kona Complete Club, I believe. And every month you will get lots of solids in the mail for you to work with. Big variety of Kona colors. Obviously that's a very popular line to get your solids from. I buy them myself there. And they made this really I linked it in the description box, but Brenda and Jason put together a really funny commercial for the Kona Complete Club. So definitely check it out. If you appreciate 90s infomercials, you will love this video. It was very well done. And I like Brenda and Jason. They're really nice, funny, engaging people. I've talked to them quite a bit, both Brenda and Jason. And Brenda and I both have a love for Hello Kitty stuff and anything from Asia. So we got that in common. And also I was thinking in 2018 I might try to do some interviews with other people here. They won't be live, but I would pre-record them and post them. Just having fun sewing chats with people. Is that something you guys would want to see? If it is, let me know, because I think that would be I think it would just be kind of fun to do that every once in a while with someone in the sewing space. Might be a celebrity or might be just a friend I have that sews. And we just have just a fun, light chat about what we're into sewing-wise. So I'm thinking about doing that. So, but yeah, check out that video. It's linked below. It was by Pink Castle Fabrics. It's on YouTube. And if you don't subscribe to the Pink Castle Fabrics channel, I would definitely encourage you to. Brenda and Jason are awesome people, and the video was really hilarious. So Brenda and Jason from Pink Castle Fabrics, very well done. Anyways, let me pop up the chat window again. All right, so let's chat, you guys. What are you hoping to do in 2018? Are you hoping to get your skills? Are you hoping to learn something new? Like maybe if you haven't made a pair of jeans before, are you looking to do that? Are you looking to cut down on your fabric? I just kind of wanted to get a general sense of what everyone wants to do in the next year in their sewing life. All right, we got a few. All right, a few people. Okay. Lisa, I also want to use my fabric stash, not buying any more patterns. Yes, patterns can be a downfall for us all. And okay, Vic also says, I'd like to learn more how to sew properly. At sewing group, one lady kind of told me that my seam allowance wasn't a proper scant quarter-inch seam since I just used my presser foot instead. She wasn't pleased by that. Okay, Vic, all right, for this lady, though, and this kind of bothers me about some folks, who is she to tell, like, it's like there's a nice way to tell someone that maybe there's a better way of doing things, but I don't know, sometimes I think people can be a little bit judgmental, and I don't really see a reason for that. I feel like, especially Vic, you're a younger woman, that can be a little bit discouraging for people. So I think there's a way that we can maybe offer helpful suggestions to other seamstresses and quilters without coming off like a jerk. So that, I don't know, that she was not pleased by that. Like, what the, like, I'm sorry, but what the hell, lady? If that is you, like, I feel like you should be ashamed of yourself. That's not a cool way to talk to people. I've had people talk to me like that. I don't appreciate it, and I don't think that's that's definitely not a way to encourage people to sew and quilt. So if you're trying to expand our universe, be kind, treat people with respect, and also don't look down on them just because they're younger than you, or they may be less experienced than you, because I'm sure there are some areas where that person could run circles around you too. Anyways, sorry to get on the soapbox, but that is probably one of my pet peeves about going to events like that. All right, Vic also wants to learn how to sew for less cost. Well, Vic, hopefully in the next year I'm able to do that. I do want to, on this channel, I really want to start focusing on how to save money sewing and how to do it without spending a ton of cash. I feel like sometimes there's this real attitude of consumerism with sewing and quilting, and while yes, we do love new fabric, we love new stuff, at the same time, at a certain point, it can get overwhelming, and that's where I'm at. Especially for quilting cotton, I think it can get a little out of control because these prints often are limited runs. So say if Carolyn Friedlander or someone from Art Gallery Fabrics comes out with a new collection, it's not gonna be around forever, so you feel a lot more compelled to purchase it just due to this whole perceived scarcity, like, hey, in 6 months they're not gonna be selling it anymore, so I need to buy it now if I really like this line. But that's the problem, there's always a new line or a new collection that you like. So at a certain point you gotta say no, I think, so you don't get your house condemned because it's like a health hazard. So I think that's a real problem for many of us, and it's something that we all struggle with. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited to do this, and I will be documenting it here at the Sewing Report, and it's also a way to keep me accountable. If I'm doing this publicly, I'm gonna feel like a real douche if I don't hold to my word. So doing this here is a good way for me to actually do it. Now, I did place a couple orders for fabrics sort of as my Fat Tuesday or like last hurrah before this starts, with some definitely garment fabrics and also some purse fabrics. I would like to make some purses this year. I love doing that, and it's something I haven't before that clutch purse I showed you guys last week, or in my holiday gifts video. I haven't really sewed a lot of bags, and it's something that I do miss. So that's something I'm doing. Okay, let's read some comments. Okay. All right. Oh, Amber, in your resolution to not buy more fabric, does that include subscription boxes with fabric? Amber, yes, it does. Although I did put a rule in there, like if someone gives me fabric, like if, say, a subscription box, I have gotten people reaching out saying, hey, we'd just like to send you this to unbox and review. I would accept it, but I'm giving myself a caveat that I also need to get rid of the same amount of fabric. So if I get like 5 fat quarters, I need to get rid of 5 fat quarters. All right, sorry, my cat is... Gato, no, you're not allowed. My cat is she keeps trying to sneak into the bedroom and she's not allowed in there. Gato, no, come here. All right, hopefully I can distract her so that she doesn't want to go in the bedroom. She's kind of a bad kitty. All right, come on, Gato. All right, we'll see if maybe I can get my cat in this show. We'll see. Come on, Gato. All right. Do you guys want to see my cat? Come on, Gato. All right, and S. Douglas, are they limited editions just to pressure us into buying stuff? I think yes, and that's how we get into trouble. And I would love to make matching purses for garments. That's actually something I've been thinking about, like making outfits and then making matching bags or accessories. Okay, my cat is starting to drive me crazy. So, all right, let's read. Okay, Jamie, your Sew Your Own Clothes Challenge for 2017 has inspired me to try to learn the skill that will allow me to sew all my clothes in 2018. That is awesome, and definitely welcome on board, Jamie. All right, I'm going to try to see if I can get my cat up here. All right, come on, Gato. And I'm wearing my Hello Kitty pants, so she likes to sit on my lap while I'm working. Vic, yeah, I wasn't awfully pleased by her comment. And you know, I think if you're on the younger side, if you're watching this, we've all gotten that before at different events, and it's a little bit, again, it doesn't encourage you to sew, it just kind of makes you feel bad. Alright, S. Douglas, I hate seeing rudeness on the web, and I can take criticism. Vic, she was trying to be nice, I think, but I didn't quite take it that way. Alright, we got Spin Doctor and Gore's gadgets are my downfall, as well as the fabric. Yes, yes, yes. And we got Snow Bunny. I'm planning on only buying fabric from big box stores and fabric stores only once per quarter. That is a good plan, and that's something I do want to emphasize. Just because I'm doing this challenge doesn't mean you have to do this challenge. If you want to, you can. But I don't want you to feel pressure to do something that's not you. So if you, like, I've gotten a few comments on Instagram, like, that people only want to buy fabric for a specific project, which I think is another good option. Also, some folks are saying they want to use what they have, but they just want to use more of what they have. So pretty much anything you want to do, I think, is cool, and this is something we can all do together. If you want to use the hashtag Fabric Challenge 2018, you are welcome to join along. So, but the whole point of this is just it's more for me to not get as much fabric and also to use what I have, be more resourceful, and I really want to push myself to be more creative with the use of different textiles. So like maybe taking something that's not meant for garments and using it for a garment. So stuff like that's this kind of thing, and those are the kind of sewing projects that I personally find interesting, especially on Instagram. Like I saw, oh, and also I've kind of started creeping onto the sewing, the Reddit, which is this website where it's kind of just like the best of the internet. So I've started creeping onto Reddit and going into the sewing and quilting subreddits, and it's very interesting. I like it. But I still don't quite understand Reddit, but I'm trying to. So yeah, Lisa, I want to attend more workshops and events in my area with the American Sewing Guild. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. So yeah, so this is going to be a lot of fun. And but yeah, I love seeing projects that are really unique. Like I saw this kid on Instagram, and he had made a pair of shoes out of one of those blue IKEA shopping bags. It looked like this guy was he's like a young kid, he's like in his teens, and he designed shoes, but he just is so creative, and I really want some of that. Or I saw somebody on Reddit making I guess their boyfriend made them a backpack out of one of those IKEA bags. It looked amazing. I have some IKEA shopping bags. Maybe I'll try to actually, you know what, that's a good thing. I should try to do something with my, like, I have like 5 of those big IKEA shopping bags. If you're not familiar, IKEA sells these like huge bags. They're like kind of like a plastic fabric, but they're very durable. And the straps on those things are amazing. I use those bags for groceries. So I'll keep a few in my car, and I shop at Aldi a lot. Aldi is this discount grocery store, but they don't really give you bags. You can buy bags there, but they encourage you to bring your own. So I will bring the IKEA bag with me and then put my groceries in there and just keep reusing the bags. But the bags are only like 59 cents or 99 cents. They're really inexpensive, and they're really good for everything. So, okay, we got Amber. My resolution is to learn free motion quilting. Amber, that's awesome. You know what? I have taken a few CRAFTSY classes on free motion quilting, and they were pretty good. I've got Christina Camelli's class. She has a few. And I think Christina, I don't think there's an H in there, and I think her last name is like Cameli. I met her at QuiltCon. She was super nice. She had a really good class on free motion quilting. Also, Angela Walters has some really good classes, and she's got she has this show on YouTube through CRAFTSY called the Midnight Quilt Show, and I watched a couple of them, and they're very good. I took one of Angela's classes. She was great. So if you're looking to free motion quilt, it's not that bad. Like, it's to learn. You just have to drop your feed dogs and get your tension right. But I have a lot of fun with it, and it's not, and women like that, like those teachers, really kind of make it easy for you to come up with designs and stuff. So Angela Walters, also there's Leah Day. She's got a YouTube channel, and she does videos about free motion quilting. And you know what? I find free motion quilting your stuff does make it kind of faster because you're not like, and I don't know, and depending on how loose your design is, you can really do a quilt faster than you would just using a walking foot. So that, I think that's a really awesome goal, and I can't wait to see how your progress is going. All right, S. Douglas, I've been good this year, and I bought neither cloth nor patterns. Wow, look at you. It's sad that I need either. Now, how big is your stash? That's what I want to know. Like, is it huge? I just think that's, I'm kind of curious. Also, let's, I do want to share some, we've got a few photos in the sewing report, so on the hashtag sewing report squad Instagram hashtag. So I do want to share some, I would like to share some of those photos. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So this is at Bronte44, and you should all follow these people. They're awesome. She made the Cocoa dress by Tilly and the Buttons. Very, very cute. Some of these photos may be my own. I'm going to try to scroll through them. So if you are on Instagram and you'd like to use hashtag Sewing Report Squad, also hashtags I'm using are hashtag So Cheap. If you get a great deal, or if you just want to, share your thriftiness or resourcefulness. And also, obviously, hashtag Fabric Challenge 2018. I might feature your post in a future live show, if you would like that. This is Liz Williamson, and Liz is a new buddy of mine, and she made a shirt for her husband. This is chambray. Very, very, what a cool shirt. And she also, she kind of used a pattern, but she also kind of did some of her own drafting. I think it fits him very well. And he looks awesome. It says, this is a belated birthday post because I'm a bad wife and forgot to post on December 15th. Love you, hubs. Very cool. So that's what Liz is sewing. All right, this is another shirt Liz sewed. I gotta say, her seamstress skills are awesome. Also, I do want to take this moment to try to introduce you to my cat now that she's standing up. Okay, let me lift up the cat. All right, this is Gato. She looks she's really excited to be here, right, cat? All right, she's like, screw you. Okay, so that's Gato. She's in my lap. So Gato and I are hosting the she's my co-host, I guess. She has a lot of holiday spirit, clearly, right, Gato? She's like, I think she's plotting to murder me, so we'll see. If I don't come back next week, it's because my cat has killed me in my sleep. So, yeah, you gotta watch out for these cats. They can be... And also, she was in the bedroom, for various reasons I won't get into. She's not allowed in the bedroom anymore, because of some things she did. So she keeps trying to sneak in. She keeps sneaking in there. I have to keep, for some reason in this apartment, it's like super drafty. So I've been trying to keep the door open, but I've been putting like a hamper in it, in between the door and the frame, so she doesn't get in there. She keeps getting in there. She keeps finding a way in there, and then I keep yelling at her to get out. And last night, I was like, get out! And she ran outside, but my husband James was out. He was walking into the bedroom at the time. So she dodged to miss him, and then she ran smack into the desk I'm sitting at and hit her head. So I think she's okay. Hopefully she doesn't have any brain damage, but she's a little bit spastic. I swear, she is just, I don't know, she's a little crazy. Also, on my personal channel, if you would like to see cats licking plastic, I posted a very pointless 3-minute video of my cat licking plastic for a while for no apparent reason. So if you'd like to see more of Gato's exploits, that is where you can see her. You know, she does some crazy stuff. She will alert us to bugs. So she's a good member of the family, right, Gato? All right, you want to see her again? All right, I don't know if she also, there we go. Alright, I don't think she likes this very much, so we're gonna... There we go. I don't think she really wants to be on the show. Okay. It's okay, Gato. She's just gonna chill here, so... That's what we're doing today. Yeah, she likes to sit in my lap, though. She's very, when I was getting a cat, my husband's like, this will be a good pet for us. They're very independent. I have not found that at all. She's the clingiest pet I've ever had in my life, and I had all dogs. So she's very, and I had guinea pigs. The guinea pigs were definitely not super, they didn't really bond with me very well either. But this cat is definitely the most clingy animal I've ever had. She's an interesting one. So anyways, yeah, this show is really getting off the rails yet again. But it's okay. It's okay. Alright. So, yeah, as Douglas, she's a lovely cat and she ignored us. Yeah, she really doesn't give a crap about anybody, I guess. She's just, I guess, doing her own thing. Ellen, I have a lot of clothes that don't fit me anymore, and normally I would send them to Goodwill or a shelter, but in 2018 I'm going to use that as my sewing stash. Exactly, so a lot of clothes we even have, or like maybe shirts that shrank on my husband, like there's stuff you could do with them. Even old towels. So I've got some plans and I've got some ideas. So hopefully I can help try to execute some of those and see how much sewing I can do. Alright, so let's show off some more Instagram photos. Okay, this is another one by Bronte44. She's doing a lot of sewing. I gotta give her credit. Knit neckband success. This is a bubblegum pink sweatshirt. Very cute. This is a grain line linden sweatshirt. Very, very nice execution. I really like the, it looks very comfortable. And I'm a fan. And that's obviously one of my favorite patterns. Alright, we got Vic here. Vic, who's here, she is sewing on her Janome. That looks, are you doing like some patchwork there? Doing some chain piecing? Alright, this is Brenda. Hello, Mr. Hexy, ain't you the cutest? Aw, that looks really cool. I like that. She's obviously doing some handwork there. And Brenda, if you're not familiar, she lives in Hawaii. Alright, this is... Oh, wow. Okay. Vic, who's here, I have never showed you this lap quilt I made. It was my first ever quilt. Hoping to make an NL tartan quilt next. Is that Newfoundland tartan quilt next? That's really cool. I like the pattern. It's simple, but it's very impactful. Is that the... What do they call that? Like the ladder post quilt? Like there's a name for it, right? I can't remember what it is though. Was it the fence post quilt? Okay, the first 10 squares for my Newfoundland quilt. Oh, that's awesome. Crayon art. Very neat. I like that. Alright, that's obviously me. That's obviously me. Alright, let me go down to, okay. Alright, this is Poncho Sews. She made the M7360 out of a neon neppy from Stone Mountain fabric. It's the first thing I made nice enough to wear out of the house. Congratulations, it looks wonderful. Very cool. I've not heard of Stone Mountain fabric before, but I'll have to check it out. Or maybe not, apparently because of the fabric ban. This is Lizzie Lane Designs. She made some jewelry and coin purses with fabric fat quarters from Walmart. I love the seashell fabric in particular really catches my eye. So kudos to you on that. Alright, we got another... Wow, Vic, you're really doing a lot of sewing too. You and Bronte44 are really bringing it. And Liz Williamson, jeez. Alright, this is a table runner, and actually the thing you see behind me in my shot is actually going to be a table runner as well. Oh, that looks neat. Very cool. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Okay, that's me. Oh, this is another photo by... It's B.O. Brenda. What we have here is pure neglect. Hashtag sewing room. I love this. You know what? I like when people post pictures of like this because it makes you realize, hey, they're like a real person and they're not like a robot. You know, it's not Stepford Wives territory here. So I really appreciate seeing sewing rooms that look legit. Like this looks real to me. Some of the ones I see on Instagram or on blogs, I'm like, ha ha ha, that couldn't possibly be real. Who are you kidding here? It's like they took the photo, it's like they got the room all set up like that for just the photo, but they don't actually work like that. So that looks pretty awesome. So Brenda, thank you everybody for all the fun photos. And yes, if you'd like your photo to be featured, use hashtag Sewing Report Squad. You can also use hashtag So Cheap and hashtag Fabric Challenge 2018. And I will be checking them every week before the show to see if I can share some of your pictures. See, we're having some fun here. This is awesome. Let me see. We'll bring up the comments again. All right, and the cat. I think the cat is over being. Oh, okay. I think she's over. What you doing over here? I wish this was tall. Actually, let me see if I can pan down a little bit and show you the cat. Hold on a second. Oh, here we go. All right, so this is what I do, and yeah, I still have the movers plastic on the chair there. But yeah, so you can see she's just chilling down here. All right. And this is what she does every single day. She just kind of sits here. Also, last night, I kind of made Christmas dinner a little bit early. So I made I didn't really make it. It's one of those pre-cooked spiral slice hams from the grocery store. And I made that last night for dinner at like midnight. And the whole time she was like she really wanted a piece of the ham action, so she was being a real big pain. She was just crying all the time, and she really wanted the ham. James gave her a little piece, but we try not to feed her table food because she just throws up. So, yeah, okay, so this is a good way for you to actually see the cat. All right, she's like, I don't really think she cares. And this is my microphone, obviously. She can't use them, I don't know, maybe she'll purr a little bit more. I don't know if you guys can hear her purring. She's kind of a purring machine, so that's always kind of interesting. So I guess she's helping me. So this is behind the scenes of Sewing Report Live. Yeah, it's me. The production crew is me and Gato Cat. So, and if you're wondering, her name, we didn't actually name the cat Gato, which is Spanish for cat. Her name is something else, but she's actually 9 years old. After we got the cat, her name became a very well-known acronym for a terrorist group, you might be able to guess. So after that happened, we kind of stopped calling her by that name. Oh, she's trying to eat my headphones. So after that, we actually kind of just started calling her, we call her Gato. We also call her Meow Mix for the cat food. And, I don't know, crazy cat, who knows. So after that, we kind of stopped referring her to that because we don't really want to get on like a government watch list or something. But I did order her a new tag, and next week, I should have the tag by next week. So next week, I will show you, if you're interested, I will show you her new cat tag. She did get a new collar. We got her a new collar at Aldi's. So yeah, she's just chilling here every day. She's like Jake Paul every day, bro, right? Okay, here we go. I'm sure you wanted to see my cat just sitting here doing nothing, right? I don't know. Who knows? Alright, oh. Alright, she's got to rub her face on the microphone. I don't know, cat. So yeah, she's my buddy. We hang out every day. Now that I'm home all the time, she doesn't like know what to do. Alright, anyways, alright, Gato. Say goodbye, everybody. She's like, whatever. She's like, I really could care less, you know. Oh, alright, that's her rubbing her face on the microphone again. Anyways, I did not mean to have the cat be part of the show, but she's kind of being very, pain in the buddy, so, I don't know. Anyways, alright, Vic says, I'll post a pic of my tartan quilt tomorrow when we open the presents. Oh, so who is the quilt for your husband? Alright. Kirsten, will you be joining again this year for the No Buying Clothes? And we'll join you for the No Buying Fabric. You're a good inspiration. Thank you, Kirsten. And yes, so here's what I'm doing. So I'm going to try not to buy any clothes again. It wasn't really as difficult. It really was not as hard as I thought. Because a lot of us already have lots of ready-to-wear clothes, you realize how few clothes you actually need. And now that I'm not working in an office environment, I need even fewer clothes because I can clearly get away with wearing Hello Kitty pajama pants every single day in my life. My husband's not thrilled about it. He's also not, like, super excited about wearing sports bras all the time, but, you know, it'll be okay. So it's not, I'm going to try to do it as much as I can. I ordered some fabric from two places. I ordered some faux leather and more glitter vinyl from the So Sweetness shop. If you haven't been there, it's a really, Sarah sells faux leather, cork fabric, and glitter vinyl, and also some really cool purse notions and patterns. If you haven't gone there, check it out. I also placed an order for the first time with this company called Fabric Wholesale Direct, and they had some really, I linked them below. Also, if you, I had another idea. So this Fabric Wholesale Direct company, for every friend I refer, I get like 500 points or something. I don't know exactly what these points translate into, but I have another idea. If you do to check out Fabric Wholesale Direct, their prices were very reasonable. I ordered some knit fabric. I ordered sequin fabric. It was $8.99 a yard, but when I was looking even at Joann's was like double the price. And I also ordered some really interesting fabric that I have not worked with before, like stretch taffeta. and something called crystal organza. I'm really excited to make some cool stuff with that. And that stuff was only like $3.99 a yard for the stretch taffeta, and then $1.99 a yard for the crystal organza. So I put my little refer a friend code in the description box below. If you go there and you order something, I will apparently get 500 points, whatever that means. But I have an idea. At the end of this year, so if you guys do check out Fabric Wholesale Direct and order using the referral code, I'm going to see how many points I have at the end of the year from just that. If you guys are buying fabric, again, if you're doing the no fabric challenge, don't worry about it. But if you do buy fabric, they had some really interesting stuff there. If I get points from people buying stuff, I'm going to use all those points to order like a bunch of fabric, and then I'll do a haul. So I thought maybe that could be kind of interesting. I don't know. So we'll see how many points I accumulate. But their prices were really good. I ordered some cotton jersey from there. Some stuff that I could make bras and maybe bathing suits. They have lace. They have, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. They have like guipure lace. They have really fancy sequined fabric. They have like beaded sequin stuff. They've got power mesh. So I ordered some power mesh, and they also had what else did they have? They had some really neat stuff. They had tulle. I think they sold tulle. They have a lot of really interesting fabrics, and their cotton knit jersey. It was like cotton spandex content, and that fabric was only $4.99 a yard. I also really like their selection of colors. So that's actually going to be my like Fat Tuesday haul, is stuff from Fabric Wholesale Direct and So Sweetness. I'm going to see what I get, but I ordered some really fun looking fabric there. I was a little bit bummed though. They seem to be out of a lot of the sequined colors, but they had like tons of colors for the sequin fabric. I had to order black. They had black and silver, and I decided to go for black. But they had photos of like gold sequins, purple, pink, blue, green, and just looked like a lot of fun. So I'm going to try this place and see how the quality is. But if you are looking to buy fabric this year and you are looking for something inexpensive, their prices were probably some of the best I've seen. And the crystal organza looks like a lot of fun. I want to try to make some fun maybe skirts or dresses out of it. So, and they also had like matching colors. So I ordered stretch taffeta and like say fuchsia, and they had, I think I ordered violet. And then they had crystal organza in the same color. So you could really, use the taffeta for like your main fabric, and then you could layer over it some matching crystal organza. So I'm going to try to make some fun outfits this year. That's on the agenda, making fun things. But if you do use my referral code, I will apparently get 500 points for every person I refer. And I do want to, I'm curious, like if I accumulate a lot of points by the end of the year, I'm going to use all of the points in January of next year and just buy a bunch of stuff and do another haul. So we'll see how that can be my return from no fabric shopping, I guess. So anyways, thank you guys for watching every week and for joining me. It means a lot to me. And, especially now you're watching on Christmas Eve, and next year will be New Year's Eve. And of course, I'm going to do a show on New Year's Eve because I have no plans and we don't go anywhere. So I will be here. People are like, I don't know what you think my life is like, but to outside observers, I would look pretty boring, even though I have a blast here just hanging by myself or with James and the cat. But I don't know, we just don't do a lot. Like the excitement of my day yesterday was going to Target and Kroger. So that's kind of it, but that's, oh, all right, she's up there. Oh, okay, she almost took the microphone down with her. That's what she does with her tail. She's kind of being like kind of a jerk. Like like if there's a chapstick on the table or something, she'll knock it off with her tail. She's kind of bitchy. Like, I gotta be honest, my cat's kind of a bitch. So she doesn't, I don't know, she just does things out of spite. Again, another reason why she's not allowed in the bedroom. She sleeps with James. Usually. He normally will, this is gonna sound really crazy, he normally falls asleep on the couch. He really likes watching TV as he goes to sleep. So he'll normally fall asleep on the couch, and then she just spoons with him, which is kind of funny. So I don't know. I know that makes us sound like we live in 1950 or something, but you know what? Whatever. You know, you got to do what works for you, right? All right, let's go to some more comments here. All right. All right. Empress Noel, when the cat says pet me, you give love. You know, I try to, although Empress Noel, I was trying to pet her the other day and she like nipped me in the knee. So I don't know what that means. Also, I was trying to brush her. She also bit me there too. Not anything like real, like not anything like vicious. Like it wasn't like a bear attack or anything. I think it's her playful nipping, but she just goes, you know, like that. I don't know. She's a little crazy though. All right, Kirsten, I agree that it was easy to not buy clothes for 2017. Think it will be easy for 2018 too. Yeah, and I think the not buying fabric, I think, is going to be more difficult to me. But I have so much fabric already, and I bought the stuff that I think I'll need for 2018, so I think I'll be good. And I'm allowing myself to buy notions, but I'm limiting my budget every month to $50 a month for sewing supplies. If I can do less, I'm going to do that too. But I do think I might treat myself to that CRAFTSY Unlimited subscription just to get my skills up and be able to like, because if some of the stuff I want to make like dresses or fancier outfits, I'd like to up my game in that area and make some just cool stuff. But I think having the CRAFTSY classes will be helpful for certain techniques. All right, we got S. Douglas. I like to see cloth before I buy it. And Empress Noel, so excited I made my first ever fabric purchase from Mood. Online fabric purchase. Very cool. You know, I've ordered from Mood before. The quality is very good. Sometimes their prices can be they're a little bit more high end, but I think the quality of Mood people seem pretty happy with. And I was happy with, although you know what? I ordered a bunch of fabric from Mood and I still haven't used any of it. Lisa, what pattern did you use for the underwear? Lisa, I will show it to you. It was a free pattern. Let me see if I can find that video. I did a video with where I made some undies. And I think I linked to the free pattern. The only thing for this pattern, it was free. It told you to add a seam allowance, but I found I really did not need the seam allowance. So, if I was you, I would say you don't need to add the seam allowance because it just made the undies like super big on me and like they weren't, I don't know. The next time I make them, I'm gonna not do the seam allowance because I just didn't need it. All right, so here, Lisa, here is the link to the underwear video and the pattern is in it, I believe. Let me see if I can, okay, here we go. It's from makebra.com and it's the free hipster pattern. I would say though, I didn't find the underwear to be hipster. I found it to be granny panties. So again, that might have been because I added the seam allowance. So if you don't want them to be super granny panties, don't add the seam allowance. I did not need it at all. All right, Lizzie Lane Designs. I'm going to attempt no buying fabric and craft supplies. My room is overflowing. Lol. Yes, that's pretty much why I'm doing this too. It's just getting to the point where I can't handle it. Snow Bunny, I'm also planning on doing a sewing journal for 2018. I found some free printable sewing. You know, me too. I found some free printables where, and I shared these in a live show a while ago. I found some really cool printables for keeping track of your fabric inventory and also keeping track of the stuff you make. Although I haven't done it in a while because after we moved, I don't know, things are kind of jumbled around. I need to find my free printables and update that because I have made a bunch of stuff since then. But you can talk about like what pattern you made and what, you know, if you altered things, whatever you did. Kirsten, I threw in a big session of Marie Kondo at the beginning of 2017 too. That was awesome. Got rid of 75% of my closet. Now I have space for new things I make. And Kirsten, do you, and this is a question for everybody, when you get rid of clothes, what do you do with them? Do you donate them to Goodwill? Do you just throw them out? Do you try to repurpose them? Also, do you try to maybe maybe take things and or even some of my clothes I've made into like cleaning rags. Like I'm just curious, what do you guys do when you get rid of old clothes? So, thank you guys for joining me. This has been a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to the holidays. We don't really have any set plans, but I made that little Christmas ham a few days early. So we have a lot of leftovers from that, and I saw it last night, and I was like, Oh, and thank you, Spin Doctor, of course. Hit the like button below the video. Show some love. Thank you for that. And yes, you know what? My cat, I now have cat hair in my microphone. Oh boy. I have like, and also, if you have a pet, do you have like 87 lint rollers too? I have so many lint rollers. It's crazy. I don't know. That's what happens when you have a pet. I also have 2 vacuum cleaners. I need to vacuum again this week, though. Kirsten, some I put on eBay, some I cut up and repurposed, the rest got donated. And I think that's good, although after seeing some of those stories, like I saw some articles about how, I guess sometimes when you donate stuff to Goodwill, it doesn't, like, they have so many clothing, even third world countries don't want it. So that kind of brings to light for me, like, while I know it seems really cool to donate your stuff, sometimes it's just creating a problem. And I think that's been a big wake-up call to me to just consume less. So, I don't know. And I did, you know, I was listening to a podcast a while back with this woman, her name was Ashley Ketchadorian, and she was talking about like, you know, just having a smaller carbon footprint. And she's like, you know what? Even if I don't buy something that's biodegradable, if I buy just a lot less, like if it enables me to just buy one and buy it and never buy it again, she's like, that's something I think about too. Is not only is this recyclable or is this biodegradable, but do you need, like, is it a good enough product where you're just buying it a lot less? Like, if you have to buy 100 of something, that's a lot different than you buying, you know, just one of something. So that's something to keep in mind too, and I thought that was a good point. And thank you for the super chat, Jamie. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the super chat. I cannot. Wow, I had a super chat last week, and I was like, this is crazy, because I mean, I'm not really doing any, you know, I'm not like really dispensing life advice really. So I am so very thankful. Thank you so much. And if you're not familiar with super chat, so super chat is sort of like YouTube's way of like tipping creators. So if you're interested, you can, but you definitely don't have to. Jamie says, Merry Christmas and thank you. So if you're not familiar with super chatting, it's very popular on gaming channels, or I've noticed it a lot on channels that give like YouTube training advice, or like if someone that's just huge, your comment gets more noticed. So like right now, Jamie's super chat is very prominently featured. I think it's a really interesting and cool way to help creators out, especially like smaller ones like me, who again, this channel is clearly not making me rich, but you know, it's a good way to help out the little guy, and also for people to get noticed on channels that they might not get their comment noticed on. Like if I was to go into like one of Philip DeFranco's live streams, and I have, people will super chat Philip DeFranco just so that a lot of people see their comment, or so that he'll answer their question. So I know last week a lot of people weren't really aware of what super chat was. I'm learning more about it. I think it's an interesting thing for YouTube to integrate. But Jamie, thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to you as well. And I hope maybe when you go back to the Joann's, maybe there'll be like an Easter bunny there for the springtime. Who knows? But thank you so much. Again, it's even you guys just watching and liking and commenting on these videos really means a lot to me. So thank you so much. All right, we've got Ellen here. I'm going to create a real stash for my old stuff. I mean, I'll take off all the buttons, the zippers, loops, etc., so that I can use all the parts. That's a really good suggestion from Ellen. You know, even if you're getting rid of a shirt, maybe it has amazing buttons on it. Maybe it has a zipper that you really like. So even if you have a shirt that gets disintegrated, there might be something you could salvage from it, or like leather from an old purse. So there's a lot of things you can do with stuff you already own. All right, Empress Noel, all my scraps got donated to a charity that shreds them for stuffing dog beds for the animal shelter. You know, I need to look into that, because I'm interested in doing that. I've been kind of throwing out my scraps, but like they're perfectly good pieces of new fabric. So I think that's a really cool idea to shred them. I'm gonna look into it. If I find some, like, if you have any websites, or if there's any place you can find things locally, let me know, and I might feature them up next week. All right, Spin Doctor, yes, okay, you can repurpose old clothing and make your pet a new bed and stuff with old clothing, or cut up old clothing. S. Douglas says, I've cut up old bed sheets to make scraps for polishing shoes. That's a good idea. You can also use old bed sheets for muslins. You can use them, again, for like you know, just cleaning rags. If you serge the edges, they won't fray. You give me a lot of inspiration. Thank you for your videos. Thank you guys for watching. This is a lot of fun, and clearly I'm having a good time. So yeah, so after this I'm probably gonna shoot. I need to shoot some stuff today. And what else am I gonna do? I'm gonna try to finish what, let me show you. I'm trying to make the fabric you can see, you know, in the back there. That is Kate Spain's Paradiso collection. Again, I'm trying to use some older lines here. So this is not like, if you come to this channel in the next year, you're not gonna see the latest and greatest stuff. You're gonna see stuff that came out 5 years ago. But I'm having a lot of fun and just trying to use things I have and try to creatively do things. So that's what you're going to see on this channel in 2018, hopefully. Unless my cat does indeed murder me in my sleep tonight, which I would say is like a 25% possibility. Because she looks like, she kind of gives me the, like, if looks really could kill, I would have already been dead. I don't know if she likes me or hates me. She tolerates me. She definitely listens to James more. She doesn't, me and the discipline have not done too well with the cat. That's why I'm kind of relieved that we're not doing kids, because I don't think I'd be able to handle that. But she really listens, and I need to make a video. I'm trying to get my husband to do a video where he shows his cat training, because he has taught her to do several things like on command. She will only do them for him. She doesn't do it for me. I have no control over the cat. She does when it's just me, like now, she kind of does whatever she wants. And then she will only start being good when he gets home. So I don't know. We'll have to see about her. But next week I will show you her new, hopefully the tag is here. I will show you the new tag I ordered her, of course, from Amazon. I got a little more creative with it just because we don't want to use her name for the tag, because it doesn't really make us look very good. Although, yeah, in her defense, we named her before this group came to the scene. So we were there first with the name, and it kind of just worked out that it was apparently, right now that name has, let's just say her real name has a very negative connotation worldwide. So yeah. But alright, let's read some more comments before I start acting too crazy. Alright, Kirsten, don't be concerned about your 5-year-old fabric. I have fabric that goes to the early 80s. Kirsten, you should share some of that, like this is my 80s fabric. Like, that's awesome. Alright, fabric does not go bad. Hopefully not, hopefully no moths get into my fabric collection, or mold. That would be bad. So yeah, mold is probably the one thing that if my fabric somehow got moldy, I don't know what I would do with it. I know there was a lady, in a couple Facebook groups during Hurricane Harvey, there were a few people posting about, their fabric getting damaged by floodwater, and they were being advised to throw it out because, again, like, the stuff in the water from that flood was nasty. Like, you couldn't see it, but there was a lot of unsanitary things in the water, so people are being advised to get rid of textiles that had been damaged by floodwater, which was really sad because, again, there were people in these groups that had been collecting fabric for years and years and years, and then it gets damaged by the flood and they have to get rid of it all. It was a real shame. So that was very sad. All right, S. Douglas, I have had cloth that was in white that yellowed. You know, I've had a few white fabrics that kind of got weirdly colored too, or it would get discolored in certain places. Like, you would hold up the fabric and then, you know, here, and here, it would have some weird stuff on it. So anyways, also I want to know, what are you guys doing? What are you planning for your Christmas dinner? I'm curious to know as well. Obviously, I've already made my Christmas dinner early, so we're going to probably eat those leftovers on Christmas. I swear, we have enough ham to feed, like, 18 people. And, you know, Kroger was having a sale on the spiral sliced ham. It came with a very delicious pecan praline glaze. I was very intrigued by that. And, yeah, it worked out real well, and all I had to do was literally heat up the ham in the oven. I can do that. And then put the glaze over it when it was out of the oven. I made some mashed potatoes. I've got some vegetables in the freezer, so I might heat up those tonight to eat with the leftovers so that I don't get scurvy. My mom sent me a very nice box of Harry and David pears, so I've been enjoying those. Again, my fruit and vegetable intake lately has been kind of sad, so this is a good departure from that, and I'm trying to eat a little healthier. My jeans are pretty tight, so yeah, let's just say my jeans are tight, so I need to try to work on that, so I don't need to, because again, I'm not buying any new clothes, so I'm gonna need to fit. I need to actually fit into the clothing I have. So we'll see. We're working on it. I'm working on it. But yeah, I want to know, what are your plans? What are you making for Christmas dinner? And do you have any food? Do you have any food traditions? Like, do you have anything you make every year, or something kind of fun or unique? Maybe you do like one of my old coworkers had posted a really neat looking recipe for it was like a Christmas morning bread pudding. It looked delicious, and it only had a few ingredients. Like, it was like bread, eggs, something else, heavy cream or something. So she made sort of like a faux bread pudding or something like that. It looked really good. So I love seeing everyone's Christmas photos. I really want to make, again, I've been really wanting to get into cookie decorating, so I really do want to make some really cool sugar cookies. I love sugar cookies. Although I know, like 3 seconds ago I was just saying I needed to lose some weight. So yeah, I'm very conflicted with my food philosophy right now, but that's okay. But I really want to make some Christmas. Oh, I could really go for some Christmas cookies. I bought all the ingredients for everything too, so it would be. Yeah, I need to make some sugar cookies. I also am going to be shooting some videos this week for my personal channel, Jen Talks Forever. So we're doing that. I'm shooting some more interviews this week. I started another channel to talk about my life as an ex-TV producer, so I'm doing that. I'm very busy. It's weird. Like, now that I don't have an actual job, I'm doing more work than I ever have in my entire life, but loving every minute of it. So that's the good thing about doing your own thing. But and again, Jamie, I can't thank you enough for the super chat, and to all of you guys watching. You don't realize this, but even you guys watching, commenting, and liking the videos really helps the channel in general. So even though that doesn't cost you anything, that's a way that if you like what I'm doing here and you want to support it, you can do that. Another way you can support this channel, if you would like, is anything I link, like to the CRAFTSY site or to Amazon, helps me out a little bit if you purchase anything on Amazon from one of the links. So thank you guys. And that doesn't cost you anything extra. Again, only buy things you're going to buy anyways. You don't need to buy something, because I don't. And actually, this is more in general. You shouldn't buy something just because someone tells you to. Just because everyone else has like a Ferrari doesn't mean you need to go out and buy a Ferrari, especially if you cannot afford it. Oh, and also, I wanted to I don't know if I've shared this with you, but on a personal note, I'm debt-free now, which is awesome. We paid off. I'm going to be posting a little bit more on the personal channel, but we paid off the last of our $180,000 in student loans, and I feel fantastic. If you have student loans as well, I would advise you, like, really buckle down and try to pay them off as quickly as you can. So I've been posting a few videos about that as well, just to encourage people to get out of debt, stay out of debt. And if you're a high school or college student, don't go into debt. It's not worth it. I can tell you from personal experience, having student loans really sucks. So I would tell anyone who's, younger and thinking about going to college or thinking about the future, avoid student loans like your life depends on it. It is one of the worst it's definitely the worst financial decision we've ever made. And we actually took out our student loans when we were single, so we didn't know each other yet, but it's really, the student loans have caused a lot of issues for us. So, so in the past week or so, we have become debt-free. We sold our house, and we are super excited to move forward without debt. Without these student loans, and I can't wait to see what happens next. We're saving more money, and that's the crazy thing. Like, selling the house and getting out of debt is allowing me to do this. Having your income be all of your own gives you so much more freedom. Anyways, thank you guys so much again for watching. All right, let's read some Christmas dinner. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Vic says, traditional NL style turkey with gravy and Jig's dinner. Jig's dinner is boiled veggies all in the same pot with salt meat. Oh, that sounds delicious. And I don't know if you guys ever read the Little House on the Prairie book series. I might be dating myself here, but I remember reading, like, every time they would describe a meal, I would be like, that sounds so good. You know, fat salt pork or whatever it was. And then on this last episode of The Big Bang Theory, if you watch that show, Sheldon made Amy, his fiance, a period, like, accurate, like a historically accurate Little House in the Prairie dinner. But there was a bit of a, you know, twist to that because they ended up getting food poisoning, and getting violently ill. But I was like when I was a kid reading about Laura Ingalls Wilder, I would always really, like, clearly imagine the food and wish I was eating with them. So I thought that was interesting. All right, but yeah, so Vic, your meal sounds, that sounds really good. All right, we've got potatoes, turnip, cabbage, carrot, and salt beef all cooked together. Oh, that sounds really good. All right, we've got Empress Noel is doing IKEA meatballs and finger foods. Too much food around already. You know, Empress Noel, that sounds pretty, like, low maintenance. I could get on board with that, and I've had the IKEA meatballs. They are pretty good. And I'm all for any food that's practical, inexpensive, and easy to make. And there, what was it, that lingonberry jelly or whatever it is? The lingonberry jelly? Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I definitely enjoy eating at the IKEA cafe. And also that IKEA snack bar at the end with the hot dogs and the ice cream that are really cheap. I've definitely done that. I've eaten more than my fair share of hot dogs at the Sam's Club snack bar, so yeah, and here I am talking about fitting into my pants again. So clearly you can see the problem here, and that is, yeah, that's it. All right, we've got, all right, Terrio, congratulations, congrats. Yes, it feels really good to have no debt. Okay, Vic is also a fellow Little House fan here. Yeah, I had all the books. I read all of them. Even the ones, like, I think there was another, didn't they do, like, another series where it was about, like, Laura Ingalls Wilder's children, like, as adults or something? I swear, I read all of those books. I also was really big into Nancy Drew. And there was another series when I was a kid called the Babysitter's Club. I read those. Even though, like, now that I'm an adult, I realize that the premise of many of the Babysitter's Club books were ridiculous and not very likely to happen. Like, they would be going on vacation by themselves at age 13 or something. And I'm like, yeah, I don't see that happening today. So yeah, there was the Babysitter's Club series, and then I also used to read this series called The Sleepover Friends. It was about 4 friends who would have sleepover every Friday. And that book was also a little bit outlandish because they were, like, going on, again, how would these characters in the books go on vacations by themselves with no supervision at, like, age 10 or age 13? The Sleepover Friends were in 5th grade, 5th freaking grade. And they were, like, doing, like, very adult things at age 10. And when I was 10 or 12, I thought that sounded cool. But as an adult, I'm like, yeah, I would never let my kid do that. So some of these books, you know, they were a little more idealistic than they might have wanted to be. I don't know. All right. Terry, roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole. Oh, from scratch. No soup, salad, broccoli, and a gazillion cookies. Oh, that sounds really good. And we got Clara here from Colombia. Hello. And Clara, I apologize. My Espanol is terrible. I took Spanish in high school, but my Spanish sucks. So I'm very sorry. I have been to Mexico, and I will say that when I was in Mexico, I've gone there a few times, not just in the tourist areas, but in, like, the more legit areas of Mexico. My Spanish improved when I was in a situation where everyone spoke Spanish. Like, so for those, like, couple weeks, my Spanish was actually more on point. And then you come back and it's just gone. So, welcome, Clara. Feliz Navidad to you as well. I do know that Christmas song. Awesome. And, yes, did you hear they came out with a line of fabrics, Little House on the Prairie? Like, what is on, or we need to look this up. What's on the fabrics? Like, is it, like, pictures of cabins or something? Or, like, what? I don't know. That sounds interesting. Or is it just more like that style, like the style at the time? A Little House on the Prairie fabric. Yeah, we're getting this. Okay, let's see here. All right. Oh, okay, it's by Andover Fabrics. Okay, yeah, this is like a real, this looks like it's like a real legit thing. All right. All right, we're going to take, in just a minute, we're going to take a look at the, if my internet browser loads. Yeah, we're going to need to look at this because this looks, oh, okay, so it's not like there's Little House on the Prairie logos on it or something. It's like flower, it's like more like time period fabrics. We got Jennifer, hi from Virginia, currently working on a little red dress to wear tomorrow. Well, Jennifer, you are, you must be pretty fast, although I imagine you might feel some time pressure right now, so hopefully you're sewing while you're watching this. I don't think I could do what you're doing. That takes a lot of bravery. Okay, yes. All right, so let's take a look at the Little House on the Prairie stuff because that looks pretty interesting. Okay, so this is what the Little House on the Prairie fabric actually looks like. Okay, that's kind of cute. Okay, so and yeah, so it's not like is this called Grove? I think this is it. Let me see what else we got. See, it's like florals and stuff. Okay, so it's not like there's log cabins or anything. Okay, because that's what I was thinking initially. Oh wait, here we go. Little House on the Prairie. Okay, so it's like more like scenes from Little House on the Prairie. Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay, this is the whole. All right, this is the collection on Fabric.com. Okay, this one's on clearance. This is the. Oh, okay, they do. Wow, they actually do have a logo one. Yeah, I don't know. I can see why it's in the clearance department. That might be a little too literal. I feel like that's a little bit too much of a literal translation of Little House on the Prairie to me. I don't know. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so that's $3.99 a yard. This item is in final sale and not eligible for return. So if you would like literally Little House on the Prairie logo fabric, that's there. Okay, there's also an apron panel. Okay. Also that's, I feel like, again, they don't need to put, like, I feel like some of these fabric lines, like, you don't need to put Little House on the Prairie on it. It can just be in the style of Little House on the Prairie. Okay, okay, so something like this is a little more practical. It's just flowers. You know, again, matching the time. It's trying to match the style and time of the period. Okay, this is a Running Girl 23.5-inch panel in blue. Okay. Let's see what else they got here. Okay, oh my gosh, this is, okay, I was just joking a few minutes ago when I said, you know, it's not gonna have, like, cabins on it. Okay, literally this print is cabins. That's $11.86 per yard. And they have 208, like, again, they don't, I don't know, I don't know how I feel. Like, again, I love the Little House on the Prairie book series. I don't really see myself buying logo fabric. Like, again, I think I'd rather have something like this. You know, this is prairie ticking stripe in red. You know, that doesn't scream like really cheesy. It's a little cheesy. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I would buy the cabin one or the one with the logo on it. Okay, this one looks like the reproduction fabric. I think makes more sense to me than the Little House on the Prairie logo. I think that's why it's on clearance. Okay, this is Prairie Cloth Natural. Okay, so is this like muslin or? Okay, I gotta be honest with you. This one seems like a little bit of a gimmick. It says Prairie Cloth Natural. This looks like muslin to me. And muslin should not be $9.98 a yard. Like, you can get muslin for like $3 a yard and it looks the same. Or like I bought a cut from a fabric from Walmart that was canvas and it looked just like that. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like this Little House on the Prairie fabric collection is a bit hit or miss. The floral stuff is kind of cute, but this, like if you're super into Little House on the Prairie, would you wear this apron? I don't know. I think I'd rather have like an apron made of like this fabric. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Who knows? But if you are interested, this is still in stock on Fabric.com, and some of these prints are on sale. So if you are into that, you can certainly go there. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. That's interesting. All right. God, yeah, again, the good calico floral print, that's cool. The one with the logo on it though is just a little weird to me. I don't know. Yeah. I know. Yeah, some of the fabrics are definitely better than others. But what do you guys think of if you're watching the replay, if you're watching now, what do you think of, would you buy like the logo? Would you buy the fabric with the little House on the Prairie logo on it? I wouldn't. I don't know. Like if I was to buy like Game of Thrones fabric, I wouldn't buy the fabric with like the Game of Thrones logo on it. I would buy like the fabric with like the house sigils on it, or like some dragons on it. Like I don't think I would go straight for broke and go for the fabric just with the huge Game of Thrones logo on it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anyways, guys, Merry Christmas Eve. I think I'm gonna head out soon and not head out, but head over to my other area and try to film some stuff. But Merry Christmas to everyone watching, and thank you for a great 2018. We've got one more show left for 2017 though next week, so we're gonna New Year's Eve it up and hopefully have some fun. So we'll do that and talk more about some I don't know, some 2018. I don't know what we'll do next week, but I will not be wearing the Santa hat because Christmas will be over. You know, so we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching, and really appreciate all the support and love over here. And I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. Eat some good food, eat some good Christmas cookies. Maybe have some eggnog or some wine. If you need that to get through the holidays, you might. So, okay, Kirsten, a little glam next Sunday. I think I might try to do that, even though, like, it seems a little silly in my house by myself. But maybe I will try to do a little New Year's Eve outfit. I don't know. We'll see. Happy holidays to you guys, and I will see you guys all next week. This has been a lot of fun, and I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and that Santa is good to you. Because, yeah, I'm Santa right now, even though this is... Let me show you the hat. This hat is literally, like... It's, like, made of very cheap felt. And I got it from Walmart for, let's see here. I got it from Walmart for 99 cents. So, but I should have made my own, but, you know, I didn't have time. And I was there and I saw it. So I was like, I'll just pick up a Santa hat. But this is literally probably, like, one of the lowest quality Santa hats I've ever seen in my entire life. But that's okay. It was from Walmart and it was 99 cents. So anyways, Merry Christmas to you all, and I will see you all next week for some more fun.